What is filler? Do you have your answer? Because I have mine, and I'll tell you, it sure as hell is not JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. You saw the title. You saw the obvious spoiler warning I gave you just to answer this video up, and you still clicked it. That's how I know you're a real one. But this video really comes from my TikTok. And the reason it comes from my TikTok is that lately, for maybe the past week and a half, I've been talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventures and filler, you know, and just saying there's no filler in the actual JoJo's Bizarre Adventures anime. And somehow, some way, every time that sparks some incredible debate that must be had between all of these commenters in my comment section. How could you say part 4 is filler when part 5 is literally there? What? Part 4 is filler? Part 2 is filler. No. Then no. This is a comment that really got me and really made me want to make a video. Someone said part 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, well no, 4, 5, 8, and 9 were filler. Nigga, what are you watching? At that point, you're just watching JoJo's Adventures. Like, you're just watching JoJo's Adventures at that point. Like, if you're skipping that much, you're literally just watching JoJo and Friends Adventures. There's no way you're watching 3 out of the fucking 8 parts I just listed. Well, no, 9 parts I just listed. Cause he said part 9 was still filler too. I was like, what? But I make this video as, I guess, a PSA to people who don't know that just cause you don't like something, that don't mean it's filler. And let me add to that, just because you don't see the purpose in something doesn't mean it's filler either. Because, like, this is getting ridiculous. Because, bro, the amount of people I had to correct, and there was so many people that were just like, bro, yeah, I was wrong. I just didn't know what filler was. Yeah, I bet you were. Because there's people who were in my comment section like, oh, well, you think filler is only in anime? No. But we're talking about what filler means in a fucking anime. It's not like I was talking about some random TV show and there were people in the comments like, oh yeah, that's filler. And I was like, oh no, well, actually the author wrote this. No, I was just telling you about this fucking anime right here, and how almost everything you see in here you can find in the fucking anime. Like, I had people within my comment section that were just like, oh yeah, the chef episode from part 4 is filler. It's filler. It's fucking filler. It's fucking filler. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Are you really trying to tell me right now that shit is filler? Okay. You know what? I bet it fucking is. I bet it is some fucking filler. Like, bro, if I can go into my own room, I can look over right here and I can pick whichever book, and then it'll show me some random side mission that you said was filler. I should be able to hurt you, because why do you not know what filler is?
She likes to hang out with winners. Oh, she helped.
Not even that far, honestly, because I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want y'all to know what the word is. Is that too hard? Is that too much to ask for from people who watch anime in today's day and age to know what a fucking word is? Is it? Because you could tell me now and I'll stop advocating for the spread of people knowing that there's no filler in JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. I'll stop. I'll stop. Like, I know this isn't common knowledge to a lot of people, but JoJo's Bizarre Adventures has been out for the manga has been out for almost 40 years by this point, right? Almost 40 years by this point. Next year it will be 40, I'm pretty sure. Next year it will be 40 years, right? In those 40 years, out of 13 of them have only had an anime. That means 27 years. For 27 years, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures never had a fucking anime. They had OVAs that Hirohiko Araki himself didn't like, and he just wouldn't. After the OVAs came out, and he saw how much filler they put in, and he saw how low received it was, he was never going to let JoJo's Bizarre Adventures be shipped off to some anime company because he was afraid they were going to ruin it. Because he felt like they ruined the OVA. I don't hate the OVA. I like it. But he didn't. That's a part of the reason why it makes me so angry when people be like, it's filler. There's no filler in here. Hirohiko Araki probably would have yanked it out his damn self. Because again, in this part, I don't know how true or not it is. I've heard it. I don't remember if I heard it from an interview or if I heard it from a thread. I just remember hearing it. But I do know this. David Productions, they literally made a demo for JoJo's Bizarre Adventures to show to Hirohiko Araki because they were a new studio at the time and they felt like they could adaptate JoJo's Bizarre Adventures at a high level. They showed it to him, he liked it, then he let them adaptate it. Even though he has like the final say in things like colorways and other things like that. And I also think it's important to mention the way that JoJo's Bizarre Adventures is adapted, it would be so insanely hard to add filler. And the reason I say that is because since David Productions had 27 years of content to catch up on, they were adapting at like 3 or 4, maybe 5 chapters a fucking episode at one point. You know, you can go through, when you watch the series and then you read the manga, like for example, I read the part 6 manga. It's so different because there are so many more chapters. There are so many more chapters than you would expect. I feel like that's a part of the reason why we have these big ass versions of the manga when you can see something like Naruto is this big. It's literally this big. The reason is these are 2-in-1 editions. They're the only editions sold in English, but they're 2-in-1. So this says volume 8, but in reality it's like I think 16 and 17. And all of this, let me check as a matter of fact, where are we in this? Okay, all of this, you have the Let's Live on a Transmission Tower, which was the Superfly episode. That's 6 parts in the manga. I don't know how much of that was split up or broken up, but I do know majority of that arc was probably fit into maybe 2 episodes max. You know, and that's a part of the reason why a lot of things in anime may feel a little bit faster when in the manga, this may have happened over 3-4 chapters. Araki was dragging it out. You know, if you're one of the people who were reading it as it was coming out, you're probably like, is he going to die? Is he not? When if you're watching the anime, by the end of the episode, you know something. usually, by the end of the episode, you know whether someone's going to die or they might pull it out. But really, that's all I got for y'all today. If y'all enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 5K, so anything helps. And until next time, peace.